Professionals on the PGA Tour have access to ShotLink. ShotLink is a shot tracking system that utilizes really sophisticated laser tracking and measuring devices along with scores of volunteers at every PGA Tour event. And they're able to capture information literally to the inch on every shot hit by every PGA Tour player in every tournament for the most part. Now, what that does is creates a really rich database that not only helps TV broadcasters make a better television viewing experience for you at home, it also creates some statistics that can really help PGA Tour players get a much deeper understanding about their game. They learn not only how far they're hitting each of the shots and how they played each of their holes, but they also then can use those statistics to tell what are they doing well compared to the rest of the field? What are their strengths? What are their weaknesses? What parts of their game do they really need to focus on with their instructor to get better, hopefully shoot lower scores, and then obviously win more money? They can also use that information to fine-tune their equipment. If they're not driving the ball as well, for example, they can work with manufacturers and PGA Tour reps on the road to try and get their driver to be just where it needs to be. They get information on every shot. Now, ShotLink is not available obviously at your local facility or your private club, but there are a growing number of companies that are coming up with some really clever solutions to help you track every shot you hit on your local golf courses, and that opens up a world of possibilities for the connected golfer. So how do shot tracking systems work? Well, like just about everything else in our lives these days, they rely on your smartphone. Shot tracking systems can determine exactly what position you're in. For example, today I'm here at the 15th hole at the Verado Golf Club outside of Phoenix, Arizona. Now, to connect your golf club, all 14 of them, to your smartphone, there are free apps that different shot tracking systems are going to provide to you. And then you're going to be tagging each one of your golf clubs with a very small screw-in tag. They weigh just a gram or two. It's not something that in any way, shape, or form is going to affect the performance of any of your clubs. But using Bluetooth technology, they're going to be able to connect your clubs to that smartphone app so that every time that you swing and hit a ball, the system's going to be able to tell not only your location, but what club you just used to hit. So now that I've hit a driver, the Arccos system can detect that I used that driver back on the tee box over there. Here's my shot here in the fairway, yay me. I'm going to hit another ball, and the Arccos system is going to be able to determine which club I used to hit this shot. Then it will be able to extrapolate out from one shot to another, what's the distance? Voila, we know exactly how far that drive just went. We know that using GPS it lands in the fairway, in sand, in rough. It's magic. I am still almost 240 yards away from the hole. Now here's where the power of analytics really kicks in. Using a shot tracking system like Arccos, I know that my best distance on shorter approaches is going to be about 90 yards. So by basically doing the math, figuring out which golf club in my bag, if I hit it, my typical shot will give me that 90-yard shot. It's not going to be the hybrid for me. I'm going to hit 6-iron, which might be a little bit counterintuitive, laying further back on a long par 5, but I'm playing the odds here, knowing that if I hit my regular plain old 6-iron, I'm going to end up with a number that's going to be really good and juicy for me hitting into this par 5. And I know that because I'm a connected golfer. After a few rounds, the system gets a really good sense for how far you hit every golf club in your bag, which is something most golfers don't really know. And if anything, they probably overestimate how far they really hit the ball. The other thing it can do is tell you when you miss-hit each club, where do your misses tend to go? And that can be really helpful information on the golf course too, because if there's, for example, water short of a green and you overestimate how far you hit it, chances are you may find yourself in that water or finding other hazards. Knowing exactly how far you hit and where your miss tendencies are is extremely helpful for the connected golfer. So as you can see, shot tracking systems are going to be a really integral part and a really critical thing going forward for the connected golfer. They're going to help you make better decisions on the golf course, learn a lot more about your strengths and weaknesses, things that you need to work on. They're going to help your coaches and your instructors get a better feel for your game and give you better lessons. They're also going to help golf equipment manufacturers make better products for a greater number of players. So hopefully you're going to have a lot more fun and shoot lower scores. And hopefully help my wedge game a little bit more too.